Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
So, I've postponed playing this for a little while, but welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. It's been a few days now, and I'm now ready to play the first Courtyard mission. So my team for this will be the Vestal. Also, yes, I unfortunately don't have all the trinkets that I want to have. Like, for example, for the Vestal, I like to have the Junior's Head, I believe it's called, which is pretty good for healing. It deals stress, but that's okay because we have the Jester to deal with that, also the Flagellant. So yeah, I'm gonna go over the team real quick. So the Vestal, she's there for healing, also a little bit of stunning because I believe the Bloodsuckers, that's the enemies in the Courtyard, that they are weak to bleeding and stunning, something like that. So I gave her a healing trinket because obviously. Also, I noticed that she has a pretty good quirk. So yeah, she's going to be a very important part of this team. Then we have the Jester, which is going to deal some bleeding damage, and well, the real reason why we have him is for support, as with the Vestal, because Inspiring Tune heals stress, because one thing in the Courtyard is that you get stress every single turn. So that's very annoying, and well, the team has very little stress, 0 for everyone, I believe, yes. So that's okay, but it will help us. Plus, it gives a buff to reduce stress. It also buffs finally, but I don't really use that move, so who really cares? Also, there's the Battle Ballad buff, so I think it's going to be pretty good. It also works very well with the Flagellant, but I'm going to go there in a second. That's an annoying croc, but it's okay. So more bleed chance, less bleed resist, but that's okay. We have a good healer with us, and there's a good amount of dodging. So yeah. The Houndmaster, he's going to deal a lot of bleeding, has a good self-healing move. Could maybe have a build with Cry Havoc or Guard's Dog, maybe, but I rather want to have some good attacking options. With Blackjack, that can deal stun damage. Usually I would give the Houndmaster some trinkets that will increase his stun moves, I think. Especially against Bloodsuckers, because there's a special item, a special trinket that works against Bloodsuckers. There's actually a few of them. But I don't have it, unfortunately. These are the trinkets that I have. So I don't use Crest of the 1100 because, well, it's a Kickstarter one, so it feels a little bit like cheating, but I just wanted to have it because it's fun. It's cool. Anyway, so yeah, this is going to be annoying. But Slugger is going to be great, and healing skills. So Hippocratic would have been amazing on the Vestal, but unfortunately we have what we have. But it's going to be good with the Lick Wound skill, at least. And then we have the Flagellant. He's a pretty unique, what's it called, class? Class. Because, well, it only has 4 camping skills, which we don't care for this mission. Has some skills that can only be used when you're below 40% HP, like Exsanguinate and Redeem. Yeah. But they are pretty good stuff, and also if he gets 100 stress, he can only have one, what's it called? Infliction, I believe. So we're going to try to not get to that, but it's not the worst thing either. So there are the blood moves to, well, deal bleeding, 4 points for 3 turns. That's a lot, and this is 3 points for 3 turns, but it hits 2 spots, and it's in the back ranks, and the back ranks are not so easy to reach with this team. I believe the Hans Rush can reach every place, and the Hans Harry reaches everywhere at once, but yeah. It's going to be very useful. It also gives the buff to bleed resist, so even if we don't manage to give the bleeding, we can get the debuff to make bleeding for another time. So less bleed skill chance, that's okay, because healing is better. So that are the damaging moves. And this is a pretty good healing move, because it heals himself, so he's at 40% HP, but gains 38% of his HP back. It has some debuffs, but that's okay. But it also heals a teammate, so we have 3 units that can heal, 2 then that can heal, well, all of them can heal themselves, but it's a pretty resistant team in the offensive sense, at least. In the stress sense, we have Endure, which heals another party member's stress, but gives the Flagellant stress, but as you can see, it gives him +9 stress, which is directly taken off by the Jester, so together they can heal the whole team of stress in few turns, while the Houndmaster deals damage or stuns the team, and the Vestal heals everyone or stuns some enemy. So that's pretty good, and yeah, I think we should get right into it. So this is the first mission, so it's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to take... I can't really remember. I have on another screen I have the map of the area, because well, I don't know, can it be considered cheating? Maybe. I just want to make sure that everything goes well enough, especially since I know that there's a friend waiting for us in the courtyard. So I'm going to take 2 shovels. Should be enough. I can't really remember. I don't think that anti-venom is very useful. I'm going to take one just in case. I'm going to take 2, 3. Yeah, there's a lot of bleeding in this area. One more medicinal herb, who knows? One skeleton key? 2 maybe? I have a lot of money. 2 holy waters. I don't think that's going to be very useful, but it's cheap enough. And the torch, I don't really need much of those actually. You're going to see the courtyard is very special. 4 of them should do the trick. Actually 5. And I'm going to take all of the blood vials. I wish I had more blood, but unfortunately I do not. So let's go right into it.
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
So yeah, rich people being bored and for some reason doing very bad stuff.
Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, because the Flagellant and the Houndmaster both went to the penitence, I believe it's called, the thing that makes you flay yourself in the cloister. They both happen to have plus 20% damage on this quest, so it's pretty useful. It happened at the perfect time, and yes, as you can see, the Jester already has 1 stress because the blood light is awful. And yes, the sound design of this area is pretty awful, but it's great actually for what's it called? Ward building, I guess. So I don't really remember what I should do on each curio. I have some help here. The pile of strange bones is bandage. I could also use some blood, which would not be a good idea because it would summon enemies, and I don't want that just now. Sure. And there are our first enemies. Okay. So I believe only the manservant can give us the Crimson Curse, so it should be okay. I don't need to help anyone. Let's bash the team.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I'm just going to take the sound a bit down.
Death waits.
Sure, let's have it like this. Save. Okay. That's good. Oh no, 150%. Yeah.
As the fiend falls, a faint
Not
hope
wild. That's
blossoms.
great. What? No! Oh, this is going to be very bad. Ugh. Good thing that the flagellant can move all the way to the top. And I believe the Sycophant is the most dangerous one here because he can, well, it can give us the curse. Should actually use dog traits more often. I always forget about this. Yeah, so antivenom is useful here. 6 damage. I should be able to deal with it fairly easily. Do we still have that? Yeah, cool. So let's take the stress down. And heal everyone. No curse, no curse, no curse. Please. Great. Also, yes, the problem with this move, the first, is that, well, it can both give us the curse, I think some bleeding, and also heals the enemies. So yes, as you can see, the healing moves are very useful here. Oh yeah, down with your stress. And I don't need to care about this one anymore because, well, it's already dead. The good old Shinderu joke. Stop it, please. So this one is dead, and this one is not yet. I'm going to buff the team. And heal you. We should kill it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Well, it's not very useful right now, but well, no, I'm I'm going to buff.
Inspiration and improvement.
Heal. And the Vestal is going to heal everyone. And I believe, yes, the Flagellant should be able to finish him.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
So this is the quest, the Pouring Hive. So yeah. And this courier item, let's see. I believe it's a reason to bring in shovels. Yes. So either I can give it the blood, some holy water, which would not be a good thing because it would increase stress, or a shovel. So, shovel time. I should have actually bought the third one. Oh well.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
So the probing cocoons. What is there to say? Yes. The torch is useful here, and I will just show it. Apparently it kills 30 stress, so yeah, it's a good courier to see.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Can probably just heal her stress. Like this. 4 damage, not enough.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Heal her some more. She's going to... yeah. It actually wasn't... I wanted to do the other thing that heals, but that's okay. What's important is that the enemies
These
kill.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
So, anti-venom... I'm actually probably not going to use it. It was not a good idea to buy it, so... yeah, because there's not going to be any wine crates in this mission, I believe. I just looked it up. So... yeah. The reason why I... oh, right. The reason why I look up stuff is because, well, I could just do it by memory, but then I might just do stupid stuff. And I don't think it would be very entertaining to see me just mess around and do badly. So I want to make things seem a bit interesting. I don't know why she's the one getting attacked on like every single attack. Yeah, stress heal is going to be very important here. But that's why this team works very well, because they can all stress heal in some... well, only two of them can stress heal, but they work very well together, and it's very good on defense. It's maybe not the best in offense, but it's still very good.
Well struck.
Especially when you can one-shot someone. Yikes. The speed and accuracy. Sure. Actually, here, have some healing. Surprisingly, the flatulent doesn't have a lot of HP. Great, so these two are dead. So that's good.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I'm not sure why I got rid of the anti-venom. Well, I know why, because I'm greedy. Although I shouldn't be. Yeah, no, it's dead. It's going to be stressed out. You. And heal you because you're going to need it. Yeah. Distress. Sure, let's attack it. Because I wanted to.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Sure. So vials of blood are always more useful than about anything else. Could have those instead of this, because I would need at least one more of those to be equal. Yeah. Take this and blood instead of. Yeah, let's do it like this. I'm okay with that. So eating. I'm actually not going to take care of this immediately because sorry about that. There was someone at the door, so I had to pause for a little second. So what I was saying is that yeah, I'm not going to take care of this cocoon and pop it with the torch right now, even though it would be good. Because I'm going to be more stressed in the next rooms. So I'm going to come back here. So I don't need to take care of that immediately. So more strange bones, sure. Money is actually not very important on this quest. It's more about just doing the quest itself. Because what we want to do is finish this one, and then there are three boss quests, and then we can do whatever we want with the Courtyard. But right now, what's most important is just doing it.
A momentary abatement.
Because once we are once we've finished this quest, every area is going to be infected with the bloodsuckers, and that's going to not be very good for us.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
So this is one of the quests that happens. And I know that the last one is not in the direction that I'm going, but I don't want to walk backwards. Especially when I can talk about another career. So this one, I believe it's very annoying. Damned fountain. Oh, okay, I just looked it up, and this is the reason why you want to have holy water, because it would heal stress by 30, but we didn't, so I'm going to show another thing that I can do with it, which is use the torch. And it's not a good thing, but that's okay, because, well, we are going to use the cocoon here to heal. So it was all according to Keikaku. If you want to use very old memes. Stress heal. It's great. More moving this direction. Soon enough we will have to meet our friend. Yes, the Crimson Curse. So it has some very special properties. Okay, you can see it here. But what it does is there are 4 stages, I believe, for the Crimson Curse. So this is the normal stage. So resistance of everything. More speed, I guess it's good, but the rest is awful. And a bit later, our poor boy is probably going to want to drink some blood. Yes, it's also considered a disease, but you can't cure it at the sanitarium, at least not right now. Later it's going to be possible, but right now it's not, so yeah. Yeah, so Bloodsuckers, as I said, has a little bleed and stun resist, except this one apparently, who can resist everything. And we're going to stress her because it's not going to be very good to meet a friend with a lot of stress. Although the friend doesn't stress himself, doesn't cause stress himself, but it's still not going to be a very pretty sight. No, this one should be dead. Yeah.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Moving back. It's funny when those guys are protecting each other. It's very... yeah. He's protecting and that takes off his protection because they are dumb. And this one is dead. Yeah, so what am I going to do? I believe try to kill this one. Where are you? Stress relief here. Take your stress away. And yeah, as you can see, because he has minus 13% stress, and he was supposed to get 9 stress, he only get 7. So yeah, that's good. Everything plus off, healing the stress, and yeah. Things are looking pretty good actually.
Soothed, sedated.
Because, as I said in the intro, he can deal the damage while the rest heals, so yeah.
A decisive pummeling.
And heals his own stress with the crit.
Success so clearly in view.
I want a portrait.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I'm actually going to get rid of the bandage and the keys, I guess. And the ruby. I want the money. I said that the money isn't so relevant. I want it. Sure, let's use it instead of the herbs. Actually, I don't know how much the keys are important in this quest. I can't remember because there's a very special thing that maybe keys will be used for, so yeah, sure. Let's do it like this. Oh, yeah. So we could use the shovel, but I'm just not going to, because maybe it's going to be important a bit later. And I mean, once again, we don't really need all the witches. This person is considered to be a courier, and the thing that we're supposed to give them is some blood, which I'm going to do. And it gives us some trinkets. I mean, we don't really need them. I want them anyway. Actually, she should be one. Let's drink it. Oh, I messed up. Okay, that's okay. And this is where the friend is. Not really a friend, actually, more like mortal nemesis. But we like him.
A hideous mutation. Unnatural and abhorrent.
Lovely. So the crocodilian, he's kind of goofy, but actually monstrous indeed. And well, yeah. Oh yes, the vegetation. There are plants. Cool. We're going to heal.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered.
Oh yeah. Also, there's a few. Several actions per turn. And a lot of HP. But that's okay. Because we have a lot of DPS. We also, yes, we can't hurt the plants because they have an absurd dodge. Well, she's going to heal him, and he's going to take whatever comes this way. So yeah, 10 damage per turn is good, very good rate.
Momentary abatement.
Let's try it again. Unfortunate. So, when the crocodilian does this, the party is in danger. Actually, yeah, the blood is good here. Now comes the attack. Within the party. And maybe I should have used the attack heal instead, but they're never too sure. What I'm going to do now is buff the party because, well, I'm going to put them all in stress care after this, anyway. Some lights. Funny boy. Even yeah, as you can see, the move is pretty great. What the hell? To the back rank you go. I forgot the dog treats again. No, what an idiot.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
So 2/3% chance to hit. Let's buff instead. Let's buff him. You can try to hit, yes. Good. Dog treat. So what it does is more damage for a few rounds. Cool. Very good. The healer should always target themselves first, because, well, without a healer, the party is not going anywhere.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. A devastating blow.
Okay, so that was the crocodilian. Very good boy.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And yeah, also, yes, when we fight the crocodilian, we get a Crimson Court trinkets, which are always very good and powerful. So what we're going to do is change here this, and we already have a lot of bleed stones, so we're going to take it. Actually, no, we don't need more dog treats because, well, the important fight of this area is done. Yeah, as I said, shovels are important. Trap. Oh.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Funnily enough, it was written on the map, so I should have seen it coming. Anyway. So this was the first quest.
The maddening whine of multitudinous wings abates. Let us hope that is the end of things.
Let us hope that it is the end of things. Not quite.
In those younger years, my home was a hive of unbridled hedonism. A roiling apiary where instinct and impulse were indulged with wild abandon. A bewitching predator slipped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants. Though outwardly urbane, I could sense in her a mocking thirst. Driven half-mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself of this lurking threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment of murder drew nigh, the gibbous moon revealed her inhuman desires in all their stultifying hideousness.
So yeah, it gives a bit of lore about the ancestor and the Crimson Courts and why everything is messed up in the area. Well, every boss gives that kind of insight, but this one gives it a little bit more, I believe, because it's before the ancestor got to start his excavations in the manor and uncovered the horror that is beneath. So more on that in the future, but you're going to see it's very interesting. Plus, I like the take on vampires in Darkest Dungeon, that there are not called vampires but bloodsuckers. Well, don't really care about that, but I understand, and that they are connected to mosquitoes instead of being connected to bats, like you can traditionally see in media like Dracula or whatnot. So yeah, that's very interesting. And well, the next mission is available, but I'm not going to go there yet. Yeah, I'll explain more on that in a future video. Great. So yes, this team is now completely messed up, so I have to heal them and help them and such. Ugh, yeah, this is extremely bad. So yeah. But now we can have new events in the town instead of just the one that reduce stress relief.
These swarming fiends carry a pernicious plague. A sickness so virulent, so insidious. It is more a curse than a mere disease.
Yeah. The hamlet has been restored to livable level of degeneracy once more. Great. The dispersal of this pestilence to the surrounding environs, however, seems inevitable. So yes, all regions will experience a growing infestation, which means that okay, great. 1,000 gold. So now, what is going to happen is
just as I feared. Now loosed from their brackish prison, they will spread like locusts across our land.
yes. So as I said, in every region there is going to be an infestation meter that is going to show us how many bloodsuckers are in that area and how many couriers have been replaced by cocoons and such. So that's that. It's also the stress relief center, and also yes, the sanitarium, because there can be a contagion between the member of the rooster. So things are going to get increasingly more difficult, and we are really incentivized to do the next missions and to get rid of all the bosses in the Crimson Court. And yeah, I mean, sure, there are some small things that can be done, but this is going to be the most important missions in the Courtyard, and actually the only ones that we are going to do. But not right now. So yeah, I don't have much to add to this. This was the 12th week, and we will see how it goes in the next video. I'm restless. Yes, you are.